8, 6, and 7, and an on tonight. I know what's 7, 11, having never zero and higher. You don't know my name, you don't know my same. I don't know my who and all. It's hard to success. Yeah. It's an ominous, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. No one can actually hear me. No one. You know what? I'm getting my loss now. I need it too loud. I need it too loud. I made it. And the mind and myself. Oh yeah. I don't need a maker. I don't need a shaker. I don't need to make it. I can do my own for learning now. It's a hard time for me having never in the money in the trees. Getting in the honey. Getting government. Getting the honey in this big money and oil that. I'm gonna take your horse to the Okay. It happened. Everyone. Okay, we're gonna start with Litecoin. Litecoin is okay. Litecoin is the best. So I was saying in numbers. I think that's all the advice I could give all my viewers here. Could someone turn the music down? You could miss that song. I know this. I know. I thought it would be a nice day to conquer these moments. I think we could put the volume a little lower to okay, still a nice wrap here in Alaska. Oh, in Alaska. Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna learn here is a lot. Look, today is a responsible day, and sorry I keep pausing. Keep pausing.
You have any fans? Anybody watching you?
No.
Let's see, they might be. Let's see what they're saying. Proud about you. It says right there that the show starts at 9:30 a.m. It says right there, but you write when does it start?
When does it start? Starts now!
Proud about you. MC in the house. All in on Litecoin. Active CC or subtitle, please. I put the CC in subtitles, so if it's not happening, I don't know what it is because I put it in.
Okay.
I put it in.
Okay.
I don't know what else to tell you, Penelope. I tried. I put it in. Look. Right here, look. You go to show more.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I added these tags already. This is crazy.
Tag.
I added these tags. And look, language, subtitles, and closed captions. English. It's all there. I can't do any more than that. I did that right there. English. I don't know what else I can do. Show starts at 9:40 a.m. It says it right there. Clearly. You see it on the window?
Yeah.
For anyone who's wondering?
I don't know.
I think it's pretty clear when the show starts. Right?
Tag.
What are you saying, honey? No, tell them about Bitcoin. Talk about Bitcoin. Tell them everything you know about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. No, seriously, don't just tell them. There's people watching. 14 people.
Hey!
So tell them about cryptocurrency.
Ow.
Oh, you need the mic? What are you doing? Right, you're ready to go. What are you doing? You're right where you need to be. Tell them about cryptocurrency. Come here. Here. Your breakfast is ready upstairs.
Okay.
Tell them about cryptocurrency. Tell them what you know.
Thanks.
I'm serious. This is no joke, man. Tell them what you know about cryptocurrency. Come on. You've been watching me for a year now. If you don't have anything to say, I don't know what to say. Tell them about the cryptocurrency. REEF is going up big today. My daddy told you about REEF a month ago. Tell them about Bitcoin Cash. Tell them about XRP. Tell them about Bitcoin. Come on, they're waiting to listen to you. You always want to show, like, this is it. Don't be scared. Go for it. All nervous now in front of the whole crowd, huh? Can't handle the pressure, huh? Want to be like your daddy, but you can't get in there. They're watching us right now. Look, you're live. Make it happen, man. You're done? So I should have told you there was no one there and you would have done great, right? Here, I'll help you. Just say, hey, Jay, Bitcoin's about to... Oh, nervous. Nervous. Right? Alright. always want to perform. Now that's your shot. You've been telling us all about Litecoin. Were you talking about Litecoin, honey? Show will be live in 22 minutes, so sit tight, guys. Thank you so much. Were you talking about Litecoin, honey? Show will be live in 22 minutes, so sit tight, guys. Thank you so much.
Shout out to everyone here and welcome to the greatest show on YouTube. Live stream with your host, the Crypto Lifer. Put on the king chain. This is a silver dollar, a silver buffalo bullion. Okay, with the Crypto Lifer shirt, official merchandise. Crypto Lifers represent. Shout out to everyone here. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Did she twist my mic? Okay. See what's going down. As I adjust these levels and get the day and the show rolling. Thank you guys so much for chilling with me today on this wonderful Thursday. It is a beautiful day. Are you feeling the energy? Are you feeling the love? Are you feeling the power of the Crypto Lifers? Now, there's so much more to this than just, than just crypto. It's about being your own bank. Most people would never want to hold. See, so what's going to happen, guys, if you stay with us? You're going to make a few $1 million. Smoking and choking for that crypto pumping all day long, baby. All day long. How did you know? How did you know I was taking rips out back? Anyway, shout out to everyone there. Lifer Nation, what up? Let's keep the likes coming in. Shout out to everyone. Thank you so much for reminding people. 28 people watching, 13 likes. That's not the Lifer way. So, let's get the show going. We got a great show today set up for you. We got some awesome news. A lot of stuff rolling in. Get some little bit of XRP, fun, gossip in a way. Brad Garlinghouse ceased and desist against the SEC. Yes, he finally put his foot down. Drink your lemon water in the morning. I'm having blueberries for breakfast. And I already ate a banana. And I'm drinking lemon water. I believe eating right and working out right is part of being a good trader. If your mind's not in the right place, how are you going to make great trades? If you don't believe in yourself, how are you going to believe you're going to become a billionaire? Right? So the more confidence you have, and it's not about being pompous, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's not about being pompous. It's about knowing who you are, feeling out what you're doing, and having a goal. So check it out, everybody. We're going to get into Bitcoin first thing of the day. This is how the show goes. If you're new to the show, because we're getting a lot of new people every other day. And if you're new to the show, we go over Bitcoin first 10 minutes because it's going to be the beast. It leads the show. It leads the altcoin show. It tells you where we're going. Okay, and we start off with divergences. I'm a divergence trader. Divergences will get you a lot of money and they will help you save a lot of money. Trust me on this. You could study all these other things. You could look for your next hot coin, honestly, but you won't take profits at the perfect time if you don't know what I'm about to show you. So we're going to look at the Bitcoin chart right off the bat. First thing I'm going to do is I make support and resistance lines on the daily. Okay. These are areas, zones. Sometimes they're not exact. They're zones or they're exact spots. A lot of times they are exact places, but they can be a zone depending. Now, here we are stuck in between this support and resistance line, as you can see. Candle close right there. So we have support. Previous report becomes resistance as well. We have to break through this resistance at 50K. Obviously, 50K is that psychological level. Okay? So, big deal for Bitcoin is to get through this 60K region. All right? All right, there we go. Get into the Barry White. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry White. Everybody, thank you so much for coming into the crypto space. Just really want to say thank you so much for being a part of everything that we're doing here. And this is Barry White. So anyway, Barry White will be way lower though. So check it out. This is what we're seeing for crypto. All right. Now I go to divergences. I keep it simple. That's why we're not putting a lot on the chart at the moment. We keep it simple. Swing up to swing up. And I told you guys this, and we went over it many times. How many times? We can even bring it here if we want. You want to make it extreme, but there it is. Tells me that the trend will go to the upside. That's what it tells me. We also had the stochastics low on the daily, which gave me a good sign. Something I'm seeing here. Curve and stochastic. I don't like that. See that? But it could just be one of these. Could just be one of these. Little scare tactic here. I'd like to see a straight line. And it's rare that we get those curves. See, straight line was the last run up. Last run up. You know, this is the stochastics RSI. If you're not sure what it is, it's a logarithmic algorithm oscillator that follows the price. It basically studies where the price goes, and it finds out when the momentum of the move is getting lacking momentum, like when the price really doesn't want to go up anymore. And why do we put these lines? Look, we put these two dotted lines. We put one at 20 and one at 80. When we get above it, we're getting into the region of profit taking. So you could scale out here. Sell a little, and a little. And the same thing is scaling in. Buy a little, buy a little, buy a little. See? And that's kind of what you do. You buy a little, you go to the daily, you use this, you scale in here, you wait about 5 weeks, and you scale out here. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 3 weeks, something like that. Let's see the last move here on the stochastics was this move up. So you'll see, and this is your ruler. It will tell you how long it took. Okay, we got 29 days. All right, 29 days. Anyway, so need I digress? Bitcoin pumps. Has a nice correction. Bitcoin pumps. Has a nice correction. What happens now? Bitcoin pumps. And it's as simple as this, my friends. It's as simple as this. Go to the 4 hour. Find your pattern. Nice and clean. Okay. And take your measured move, which is this basically is like, you know, we could go as steep as here, but I feel like it's about there on the couple. But honestly, that was it, because that was the length of the pole. That's your flagpole. Every single, and there it is. That's pretty much my level, and it gives me about a $72,000 Bitcoin. So 70K, we're kind of going to reach. Once you get up into those higher levels, even the 2,000-3,000s are kind of just spew over areas. Thank you guys so much for sharing your most precious value with me, which is your time. It means the most to me. Thank you so much. So we're looking at Bitcoin, and this is my prediction for Bitcoin. Okay? I'm laying it out there. I'm calling it out. Why I see 70K on the horizon. Told you to get into a long in this area, really between 48.5, 47, anything below 50K, and get your stop loss at 45K and run this, man, and run it to the roof, because I believe it's going to be one of these epic trades like we can get right here. We're somewhere in this region, and we're on our way, interacting with the 200-day moving average as we kind of come out, interacting with the 200-day moving average as we come out. We talked about this almost every day on the show. Please, in the comment section, write yes or I get it. How many times have we gone over this on the show every single day? Is the 200-day moving average interacting with the bottom of the pattern? Big deal. It's a big deal. That's the catalyst for a bigger move. We're probably going to see this later on today as we go through many other coins. Okay? Then you can even go to the last few catalysts, and you can see how it interacts. Again, here we are messing very close to the 200-day moving average, okay, in a pennant here. And what happened? We explode. Here we mess with the 200-day moving average. What happens? We explode. Here we mess with the 200-day moving average. What is beginning to happen? We're beginning to explode. So if I haven't kind of even just give you that sedimentary idea, okay? So yellow line is the 200-day moving average. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, secretly secret. How do you get this yellow line inside or curve? Okay, so everybody, I'm going to give you a basic quick setup of how I set up TradingView, okay? I'll show you. I'm going to delete everything here. Watch this. Delete everything here. Okay? All you get is price. That's all you get, right? First thing you're going to do. This is quick because I know there's a lot of people that are like, they know this already, and I'm so sorry. But for the beginners out there, Let's just hold them down for a second. Let's hold them down for 1 second. Volume, okay? First of all, how do you even get here, okay? I refer you to this site because you're watching me and you like what I'm doing. And you're like, wow, I'd like to do that. He looks like he makes money doing this. He's given me some tips. I've made money from what he's been doing. I would like to take this into my own hands. He has been fishing. I would like to learn how to fish. And yes, my friends, I will teach you how to fish. Okay? So bam, right here. That's my referral link to TradingView. First thing you do is get TradingView. We're going to run through this fast, and then we're going to run on into more predictions and goals and calls. First thing you want to do is add volume. There's your volume. Bang, right? Indicators. And you can replay this again, so I don't have to do it too slow. First thing I put in is the MACD. MACD, simple, no strategy, just the MACD. Do my thing, okay? I like the MACD on top. I have my ways. You might want it differently. All right, then I put in the RSI. Why the RSI when I'm using the stochastics RSI? Because I like how the RSI interacts with my divergences. I believe the RSI is the most precise divergence indicator on the market, and due to that, I believe it's all I need. And then I add the stochastic RSI, okay? This is what I build for myself here. And finally, I add the 5 moving averages, which I learned from CBC at Crypto Revolution, where I'm still a member. Still a member, guys. So even I have a mentor to this day. And even I learn from other people to this day. And even I'm in a group to this day. So just like something to throw out there. You know what I'm saying? CBC. And this will give you the 5 moving averages. Okay? The 200, the 100, the 80, the 50, and the 21. And that's what I'm doing. And then eventually you can go and you hit Save Indicator Template. And you can then name it. And that's what I've done to all these different templates that I have here. Okay? So I have things people have taught me. Joe P has taught me where Bitcoin's going to go. Okay. Stay tuned if you want to see an exclusive look at the Bitcoin Pi logarithmic chart, which I can show you where Bitcoin will top out at based on Pi logarithmic theory. If that sounds something interesting to you, I think you should stay tuned because I just kind of did that out of the top of my head and I wasn't even going to do that today. But I want to wow you guys in a way that maybe you've never been wowed before. And if that's something that kind of tickles your fancy, I think you should stay tuned because I'm going to do something insane. All right? Check it out. So now I go in here and I'm going to start doing this in a course, guys. And I'm going to put a course out. I'm starting it every day. I'm recording video by video. It's taken a while. But I'm going to be putting a course out to all my Patreon members. The course will be there for you. Okay, and there'll be videos and stuff like that. So join the Patreon. $25 a month, you're going to get way more than you get anywhere else. Not only just the calls that I've been giving for free for the last few months that numerous people have made life-changing wealth with. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I hope the banter at the beginning, I may have thrown us off a little bit. Right? But whatever. So check it out. We're stuck on Bitcoin right now. So where's Bitcoin going right now, though? Like right now. Well, right now I see a bit of a curvature here on the stochastics RSI. And there's an indication that we may not get to the bottom, even though the Stokes almost always do. Up, we touch the dotted. Like up, we touch the dotted. Eventually, even up here, we touch the dotted. There we didn't. We were able to come back up. So here's a place where we just had a retracement and up period. We could be seeing something like that right here. It's a possibility because we are starting to see a curve here. And this looks pretty similar. This could almost be a double bottom. And this could be the side of the double bottom. See the W action there? Anyway, just something to think about. Okay. Is that forming a double bottom? And remember, those are bullish patterns. Now, this keeps coming down and curving to the upside. Stochastics beats the MACD. So even if the MACD looks funny, what is the MACD? The moving average convergence and divergence. It shows you where basically the sellers are ready to are done selling and where the buyers are ready to buy. You're overbought and you're starting to come down here, or you're oversold and people are starting to buy in. And when the blue line is underneath the red line, it's bearish. So when the blue line crosses, no good. When the blue line crosses above the red line, it's good. But you want to buy in the beginning of the pink and the red, and you want to sell, you know, maybe on the first white bar of the green. And you'll see it has colors. See? So you get in here, you sell here. You get in here, you sell there. You get in right there, you sell right here. You see? You would get in there, you would sell here. See that? You would get in, and you'd always try to use the pink area. There, you sell there. That usually tells you, once that histogram turns on you, price is going to change. See, and right there, look, price went down. And it went down from about 49K all the way back to 43K. That's a nice $6,000 loss, especially if you're doing your thing. So, is today the day for REEF? I believe it is. This is a REEF watch party at this point, and we're going to get into that. I have so much in store, like I can't wait, but I like to just go slow through the stuff because it's just how I build my day with crypto. So we see Bitcoin doing its thing. Higher highs. We need to make a higher high. That's all. So watch Bitcoin. Bulls make a higher high. We're in business. So if Bitcoin can break above 51,800, even to this higher high, 52,676. So we need to make, this is it. And look, resistance right there. Resistance. Broke through. Broke down. Resistance. Resistance yet again. How many times are we going to knock on the door? Still a little bit of an inverted head and shoulders in my opinion as well. That still is ready to break to the upside. This is possibly the last little shoulder. So I like what I'm seeing so far for Bitcoin. 4 hours seems to be curving up. Seems to be telling me there's some momentum. There's some buying momentum creeping into this space. I like the 1 hour right now. The 1 hour is beautifully in your favor for a trade. So hey, if you want to just play the 1 hour, okay, because we know the daily is also in our favor. Daily looks great, so you don't have to worry about the daily. That means for the next few weeks, Bitcoin is bullish, at least for 10, 12 days. You know, you have to wait for the stochastics to come up. Look what happened the last time. We had a big move for Bitcoin. So it's only a matter of time, okay, that Bitcoin does its thing. I want to warn you that. It's going to happen, right? The daily has spoken. So we're good for a long trade. Now we just have to find these entries and not get stopped out in the mix, right? And that's why you use the 1 hour at this point, just to see what's going on. And what I see for the 1 hour, which I really like, is a little bit of hidden bullish divergence. Swing up to swing up, okay? But then we have swing here to swing there. And sometimes you need to zoom in to see this stuff as well. And there you go. And even if it's not a complete downtrend, which I think it still is. It still is. And if you want to be perfectly fine, you go here with the dotted line, you put it there, and you can see they're close, but this one is still lower than this one if I match that line. It peaks down. So that is a swing down on the RSI. But I have a swing up here in the price action. Tells me that the trend will continue. Beautiful place to long Bitcoin right here. Beautiful place to long Bitcoin. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I get rid of all my other work and I look at where I'm at on this smaller time frame. And I start to build the trade. Okay? Because right now I'm deciding to get in. Telling you right now I'm deciding to get into a trade. Now what do I see that we talk about all the time? Now this is on a smaller time frame, but I see that the 200-day moving average is coming into interacting with the bottom of a wedge. And we showed you that on Bitcoin twice already on the bigger time frames. Okay? And you can see it's here too. I mean, this is the wedge here that's happening, but this is the 1 hour. So I'll tell you, it's more important on the 4 hour. I don't want you to, the bigger pattern, you want to look at the bigger time frame. The smaller pattern, we're now looking at a smaller time frame, if that makes sense. And so here we are forming a bit of a consolidated pattern here, and we're pointing up on the stochastics RSI, telling me this is a good time to start to nibble. Now, there's a chance this double bottoms here, and we retrace one more time, and it would make sense because usually we touch once or twice the 200-day moving average. So I throw a buy order in for Bitcoin at 48,566, and I throw in some wick orders in at 48,260, and I throw a Hail Mary pass in at 47,879. Okay? I'm going to show you how we do that. I'm going to set it up in a second, maybe towards the end of the show. I gotta get my VPN on and all that jazz. And did I bring my phone? I do have my phone. Excellent. So remember, if you stay tuned, do you think the short spikes up or down are to flush out long and shorts, or is that a myth? No, of course. They're stop hunting you guys all day long. All day long. Yeah, and there's an inverted head and shoulder here too. You can see it. Whoever said that, shout out to you for saying that. Are you calling this one out here? Look, this left shoulder, this giant head, pause, and boom, right? And it's just making this, like, you know, and sometimes it's a complex inverted head and shoulder. You see? So yeah, it's still, in my opinion, that is still a bullish pattern in a way inside of this, right? Why do you use a VPN? Because that's the only way. It's the only way it works. So check it. We're going to flip to Canada. I think they meant the head and shoulders that could form. REEF 1 hour. We'll take a look at REEF for the 1 hour. Don't worry, we're going to spend a lot of time on REEF. Right now, I just want to show you guys a real trade. Like, you want to make real money. 4 hour looks tempting. I like what we're seeing here in this pattern. We're playing also with the same support area where we had previous candle closings right here. Resistance, support, support. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Broke through, broke back down, right? Came down. Support. This will be an SR flip on our way out. Could be a possible in right now with this red candle dumping. So if you want to get real sick with it, you go to that 1 minute and that 15 minute and try to get them locked in on the low. Like, wait for this to come down. It tells me that this is coming down. So this is going to be the buy here at the bottom of the pattern. Aggressive buy. This is the buy zone for our next Bitcoin trade. And because I'm a projection trader with pattern recognition, right? I'm using the pattern to project the idea. And look, all I have to do is suggest that the past happens that happened before, right? So what does that mean? Well, it went up, hit the top of the pattern, came down. It went up, play games, play games. This one was kind of funny because it stayed in the middle. Kind of hit the bottom of the pattern, went up again. Came down, hit the bottom, went up again. Came down, hit the bottom, went up again. At least we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I believe it's going to come back down to the bottom of the pattern yet one more time. Also suggest this on the stochastics on the 15 minute. So I don't go with what I feel. I go with what I know. And that tells me right there. So then I just take a right click and I put an alert here on the 15 minute on the stochastic and I'll wait. And when that goes off, then I'll know it's time to enter Bitcoin, and I don't really have to think about it again. Okay, so that's been set in stone for me, and I'll get to that when the time is right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we got that down, right? Tim Draper, VeChain investor and billionaire, says Netflix will buy Bitcoin. Yes, it will. This is the 2 hour, not the 4 hour. That looks promising. I think I meant the head and shoulders. REEF 1 hour looks promising. This is the 15 minute, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so Bitcoin is bullish on that 1 hour. So you could see that I think Bitcoin's going to come down to the bottom of the pattern, 48,500. Let's see the exact place that I'm trying to predict. Bitcoin's going to come and hit at the low, 48,300. So we're going to see a $1,000 drop. Might be good for altcoins too, but we'll see. Your USDT pairs. So we're going to see a little bit of a bearish afternoon. That's what I'm calling for. And just it's based on pattern trading. And then we're going to see a rip to the upside. And usually that is pretty close to the last time. And we may not even get that close. Here's another suggestive idea that we're kind of making an ascending triangle here now. So we are making some higher lows. So the chance that that pattern doesn't break either. So that's why what I would do is I would take a nibble here and then set limit orders right here. Okay? So I take a nibble. Like if I make a $200 futures trade or whatever the trade is, 200, 2,000, $5,000. You want to ladder in. Okay, so I do love that background music. Of course I do. It makes the day so nice, wouldn't you? Okay, so check it out. So it could be breaking out, but I still think. So now you have two ideas. And I've been doing this lately too. We could be in this channel here. Could be on a channel like this, and we want to break to the upside. But that's a funny channel. I'll be honest. Usually it's a lot cleaner than that. So that would be a little strange. But anything's possible in this crazy world. So Bitcoin 4.9, but it looks to me like we're going to drop down here to about 48,000. We could even wick down to 48 even, 47,997. So yeah, I went in and out of the VPN, so the stream was going to make a little blip. Just I wanted to warn you guys. Okay, so that's kind of the prediction for Bitcoin. We went over the daily. I told you that I'm bullish to 70K. So if you're in a long term or if you're holding long term, you can rest assured that so am I. And I'll disclose that I do have a very large position in Bitcoin. I keep half of my entire portfolio in Bitcoin. 50% at least. And I suggest you would do the same, but you do whatever makes you happy. You do whatever makes you happy. So my prediction for Bitcoin is up into that 70K region. Okay. I erased it, but we saw it earlier. And then I'm giving you a smaller time frame prediction that we're probably going to go a little down for a little while before we break to the upside. 1 hour still looks bullish to me, but the 15-minute just is going to reset. That takes about, I don't know, 1, 2 hours, 3 hours at the very most, probably less, an hour and a half. So I think the dip is going to be fast. Going to get bought back up, and Bitcoin's going to start to make its move by like later this afternoon. So there's my prediction for the kind of the overall market, because Bitcoin is going to kind of suggest what the market does, even though we're going to have a few coins that just do what they want to do no matter what. Now let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. All right. Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at it on the daily, because not much to see here on the smaller time frames. All right. So here's my Bitcoin dominance chart, right? Try to get this all in here. So check it out. All right, I'm going to get rid of all this work because it's a lot of nonsense, and we can do it again. But what I see happening here, this is what's called a bull flag, but it's a bear pennant. It's really a descending triangle, in my opinion, and it's a bearish sign that this is probably going to break to the downside. We went over this yesterday, right? I mean, could it get as low as 55? That would be what we really want. Could it make a double bottom down here? That would be what we really want. And so far, so good. It's not looking good. The daily is actually still pointed down. It tried to come up. It's still pointed down. So there's more downward momentum. This could break out down anytime. So right now, the daily's telling us this is done. Cooked. No momentum. 4 hour as well. That's a huge sign for altcoins. So this weekend, Thursday, Friday, remember I said there's going to be a rally for them this weekend, I believe, a big one. Get ready for a big one. Don't leave Bondly out here. Watch Bondly. Look at it. Bondly's in this wedge. Somewhat of a cup and handle, but Bondly is running out of room. What do we talk about on the 4 hour? When the 200-day is interacting with the price. Start to accumulate. Start to accumulate. Look what happened the last time the 200-day interacted with the price. We skyrocketed, my friends. Bondly is going to be big. Today, actually, at 3, Tory Lanez is going to be doing and Tory Lanez is huge. Huge. He's going to be selling music through his NFTs. Bondly on Twitter. We're excited to partner with Tory Lanez. I interviewed the CEO of Bondly just a few weeks ago on my channel. You should check out the interview. It was an amazing, amazing interview. So sick. But this is Tory Lanez right here, man.
Bondly Finance, 32 p.m. The craziest thing you could ever imagine. My NFTs is going up. Bondly Finance, Thursday, 2 p.m. Unreleased music from the project is going to be with the covers, with the art. The art's at my crib right now, but we're going to get that out to everybody that need to have it. Look, it's the craziest music, stuff from the 80s album that y'all haven't even heard yet. Stuff that's locked in the...
Sales time starts at 2 p.m. Learn more here at Bondly Finance, Tory Lanez. So this is huge news. It's worth making a caveat in the show for this because this is a big deal. I wanted to smoke yesterday, but it dipped hard. Do you think it will go back up? Or do you think it will wise to get out of while it's possible? I sold all, I'll be honest, in disclaimer, sold all my smoke yesterday. I had been in smoke for a week. Once I'm yield farming for up to a week, I get out of a project because, you know, after a while, you're not sure what's going on. Remember, yield farming is extremely risky. High risk. Like I did make a video, how to yield farm like a boss. And in that video, I never said buy smoke today. You could hear me. I never said I think this is a good time to buy smoke. What you're trying to get from that video is you could do that on any one of these sites. So look for the next one when it comes out and then yield farm like a boss. And what I wanted people to get out of that video was if you're going to be risky and you're going to be in that type of situation, then you might as well get the most out of it, right? So I was trying to show you how to basically get everything you can. Tory Lanez debuts unreleased music via... All right. Tory Lanez debuts unreleased music via NFTs powered by Bondly. On Thursday, March 4th, multi-platinum recording artist Tory Lanez will drop 3 unreleased songs as NFTs powered by Bondly Finance. This unorthodox approach, prior to Tory's album Playboy, pairs rare digital art with music where fans and NFT collectors are able to grow ownership of these items through blockchain. By taking this approach, Tory becomes the most popular artist to release songs as a non-fungible tokens prior to the album's release on other digital platforms. Tory Lanez is an independent Billboard 100 rapper, singer, songwriter, and recording producer from Canada. He received initial recognition from his early mixtapes, blah, blah, blah. He's huge. What NFT is Tory Lanez selling? Bondly is partnering with Tory Lanez to release the limited edition NFTs for Tory's upcoming album, Playboy. Tory will be releasing 3 limited edition NFTs, each paired with full-length unreleased songs. The first 2 tracks are unreleased records for Tory's upcoming album, Playboy, which releases Friday, March 5th. The final track is an unreleased record off Tory's future 80s themed album, which is yet to be announced. Each of these NFTs will give exclusive access to his unreleased music and ownership of the unique art before it's shared with the world. When will the sale go down? The sale starts Thursday, March 4th at 2 p.m., so in 4 hours. Unreleased song, 100 NFTs total. Price per NFT, a half an ETH. Unreleased song, Lady of Neptune, 150, half an ETH. Damn, man. You probably be able to sell these for well above a half an ETH. So probably a good idea to get a half an ETH ready, loaded up. But you know what? The fees for this are probably going to be, you're probably going to end up paying 0.7 ETH. So you might have to get ready to load up an entire ETH if you want one of these. An airdrop of the limited edition Tory Lanez Polka Pet NFT. So if you hold 1 NFT in your wallet, you also get an airdrop of 500 Bondly tokens, early access to Tory Lanez future NFT sale. If you hold 1 NFT in your wallet, so an airdrop of 1 extra unreleased Tory Lanez song. If you hold all 3 NFTs, you'll join a private meet and greet with Tory Lanez on Twitch and a signed Tory Lanez merchandise. So these are people who really are into Tory Lanez, fiending for this stuff. I believe if you jump on one of these early, only 150 of them, there are other people that fiend for this guy. They're going to want to buy them off you really fast. So this is an idea to make some serious money. I am seriously thinking of getting one of these. If I'm lucky enough, I have to have everything ready and be there at the right time. And even then, there's a chance that you don't. These things are going to sell out in literally 10 seconds. I'm telling you, 30 seconds or something. It will probably be one of the fastest NFT sales in history. This is changing the whole scope of everything. And we're talking about Bondly right here. And we've been on Bondly since the beginning. All right. I can show you my Bondly tokens that I have. I have 1,100 that were airdropped to me. And I can even show you my Bondly NFTs. I got a beautiful collection of Bondly NFTs. They're really cool. Check them out. Now remember, I told you we're going to look at some interesting thing today. We're going to look at Bitcoin logarithmic theory with the pi cycle. I don't even think you guys are ready for that, honestly. I think I should make that a side video. I don't know if you guys are ready for it, honestly. Tough one. Not sure whether it's likely to go back up again or whether it's downhill from here. Honestly, well, what will happen is, though, the rewards will go up when the price goes down, right? Did you notice when people sell, you're going to get a higher return now? So it balances out, man. I'll be honest. I bought in at $12. It tanked $2, right? So I did worse than you. I put $500 at $12. It tanked all the way down, right? So I lost, that's 1/6. So I lost 5/6 of the money, right? So I lost like I don't know. It was down to 120 bucks. But then I yield farmed so many tokens that I ended up making more money back. Can you believe that? I ended up pulling out almost like 850 bucks in total. So I suffered impermanent loss and I still made more money. So I think you should stay in and just let it rock and keep making that money. But it's up to you, man. This isn't financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Anything you do is on you. You know, you watch one of these videos for entertainment and you decide it's going to be a great idea, you got to be careful. I do mentoring and tutoring. I think that's something that's super important. And I'll explain to you that I don't put more than I'm willing to lose in any of these yield farms. So that's kind of, that's the idea, right? So take a look at this. I'm going to show you this NFT collection real quick. Pretty cool. These are the first NFTs I really ever got as well. No NFT found. I must be on the wrong mainnet. Binance Smart Chain. Just got to connect. And look at all my little cool NFTs. Pretty interesting, right? And I got airdropped some other ones that only certain people get. Now I'm hoping there's going to be some more action with these NFTs. I don't know what goes on with these yet. They claim, but we ended up getting Bondly tokens for these. So I did end up getting airdropped 1,100 Bondly. Where's my Bondlys? You'll see them in here somewhere. Where's me Bondly tokens, man? Where's me Bondlys? Of course, they're here every day now. My Bondly. Bondly, baby. We've already added you. Ah, come on. I have Bondly tokens in there. All right, just believe me. I like Bondly, and I've been behind Bondly for a long time. Interviewed the CEO of Bondly, man. So, can only imagine how much I love and believe in Bondly. Build solid foundations, and the money will come. Check the Telegram. Sup, Lifer? Just want to say props for preaching prudence and self-control. Fear of demons that possess gamblers put me off before. Emotional detachment and relying on a system is definitely the answer. Do not chase. Yeah, Bubba Joe. Bubba J. That's what it is, man. How would one go about making their mentor/tutor? Or is that just being a patron? Well, what I do is you can join my Telegram group. You can join my Telegram group, and it's in the link right here. This is basically the journey. You would hit this link. It would bring you to the Telegram. Right? It would tell you to download it. If you didn't have it, you can get it on desktop and your phone. I have it on both. Okay, and then you have the Crypto Lifer right here, and this is bring you to the regular room where you would join. Be careful with this. This could be. I don't like links being posted, so I deleted that. NFT sword for Sandbox. Maybe it was. My bad. I feel rude, but I did that pretty quick. But I wasn't sure what it was. Anyway, go to the pinned messages. Scroll up and you're going to see that join this group for calls and charts only. Join this group. And this is free, guys. Everyone is charging for this stuff. Right now, it's free. I mean, we're about to hit 1,000 subscribers. That's where we were about to shut it off and kind of make it a paid thing. But right now, it's still free to get in. And probably would be a good idea to do so beforehand. And look, we have charts and calls only. All right, I'm giving you a 1-inch chart with a buy zone, stop loss. I'm explaining, look, it's running out of room. Breaking it down. We're talking about Bitcoin. We talked about near in this inverted head and shoulder pattern. And we gave you Bake too. Bake starting to make a little bit of a move. Okay. There's an Atom chart in here. Cake. We're talking about Cake here in the buy zone between 1250 and 320. And just multiple charts. You know, Atom also in a bit of a cup and handle for Bitcoin. Atom for Bitcoin specifically. And many, many other trades that have been going on. And these are just, there's traders in my room and we're all posting charts. Here's a cup and handle for CRV Bitcoin in your buy zone with multiple patterns and targets. Okay. He also circles the MACD turning, the stochastics low, and the RSI. This is things that we're looking for on the daily. This is where you want to start accumulating something. Okay. So you can always learn. We also have a beginner's room for people that are just beginning. Some people are shy. They want to be in the beginner's room. It's cool. You can ask any question you want. There's 128 members in there. And there's someone there to help you all the time. If I go back right now, I can see Jesse B just really, really helping. Go through the Bitcoin chart all the way, back and forth. Find all the hidden bullish divergences. Then do it on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. You'll see them in your sleep. That's your homework. Send me a chart when you're done. Like asking you for homework. Like sincere people really trying to help you become better. So if that's what you want to do, yeah, hit the Telegram group and become a crypto lifer. It's going to take your life up. It's just going to have an amazing thing. Is there a better place to stake Cake? Pancake Swap seems to be dropping its AP loads. Everyone is so, why you guys so, like, you were lucky you were getting the 1,300 when you got it. That's still the best return, really, for Cake at this point. There's some other places if you want to do risky things, like put your Cake inside of as an LP token and stuff of that nature. I choose not to do stuff like that. All right. I just find it a little sketchy. I would only do it with like $400 or $500 at a time. I would not put more than like $1,000 in a liquidity pool. That's just me. You might want to do what you want to do. Your Bitcoin low stochastics alert might be triggered soon. Isn't that funny? Hey, it doesn't matter really when it gets triggered as long as it gets triggered. You feel me? Anyway, let's get back into the business of making dough with crypto. So we're looking at Bitcoin dominance, and we also looked at Bitcoin dominance, and we told you it doesn't look good. And that's a good sign. The daily and the 4 hour are lacking momentum. What's the 1 hour too? Let's see what the 1 hour is doing. 1 hour does want to come up a little bit, but it looks like it's double bottoming. So even this is just kind of weaseling its way down, down, down. Now, speaking of a weasel, we might as well talk about what's going on with Bitcoin, with the dollar index, right? Because where is that going? What are they doing with that? And why do I say that? Just because it's just the money printing, all the stuff is insanity, right? Cake. Look at that. Inverted head and shoulder for Cake. Only a matter of time till these start to break to the upside, guys. Only a matter of time. Take your neckline. And they're called complex inverted head and shoulders, but... And that's probably making a wide right shoulder there. And that's just what they do as it consolidates its way up, forming a new trend of higher highs. And again, look, on a smaller time frame, like I showed you before, swing high to swing low to swing low, which is in a nice uptrend. And look, now you can build this. Like I didn't even notice that. Now when I'm really looking at it, I see we have an ascending triangle. And that's your perfect place to get in. Cake. Again, what do we have creeping in the background, even on the 1 hour? The 200-day moving average. Remember, catalyst for big breaks, especially once we're low and we come back below it. Low, come back below it, right? So, and when we get that low, tells you something, you know, that's kind of the end of the road for this thing. So we could even put Cake now in this longer M. And I remember it hit the top live on the live stream, 2141. I can remember saying, Cake 21, oh my God. We all saw I could have jumped on it right there. A lot of people probably bought into Cake and they're still holding. Still holding. Still holding. Why don't we do that? Well, we would have gone to the daily. We would have seen that Cake was extremely oversold. And we also would have said, wow, look at the divergence. Swing down and swing. And that's what this R is. See this R? It's showing you bearish divergence. It's telling you, wow, you might want to get out on these R's. See? And that's why I use stochastics with the divs. It says RSI divs. It just shows you the divergences already. That would have told you to get out of the trade. Even the 4 hour. When you're this high on a double top and you get to the second hill, you're pushing it. Same thing here. You're pushing it. It's time to get out of the trade. It's time. Also, you could even take a divergence here, even though it's crazy, but swing high to swing high. And if you took the same swing high, or even here, my bad. If you took the same swing high, like right down here, that swings to the downside while this swings to the upside. And that tells you that that's also bearish divergence. So there's multiple reasons why selling Cake up here was a great idea. And that not everyone knows not where the exact bottom is, but you do. You can start finding it with divergences. So you could go to the 1 hour. And we had a beautiful bullish divergence sign here. Swing down to swing down on the price. But we had swing up to swing up on the RSI. And that's why I stick to my same stuff over and over again. because they always play out for me, man. You can sell on the bearish, you can buy on the bullish, and it is what it is. Now, and then you can, and now we're running flat, starting to form a new consolidative pattern. And what I like about this now too is we can put this in a bowl. So you can delete everything else. And this is why it's great about having an open mind. You want to expand. You want to expand your mind at all times. So check it out. Look how I show you multiple scenarios, like multiple ideas here to kind of build the story. And then I know I've seen these things before and I've watched them play out. So that's how I'm confident in giving you guys setups and plays, because I'm like, okay, this is probably going to do what it's been doing. Right, so there's a good chance that we do some crazy wick action back down here. 1080 one more time, But it could be highly unlikely. Could be in a smaller bowl, and we're making our way on out. Okay. So, I'm very bullish on cake. Still. Long consolidation, inverted head and shoulder. And that's it. Small pull. But still, it could get us there. Back above 16 into the $18, $19 region for cake. How long? Maybe 2-3 weeks. It's only a matter of time. 1 hour looks really nice. 4 hours resetting, so it tells me we'll go sideways for a little longer. But the daily loves it. We might actually do a double bottom here. It might be curving down for a double bottom. So 1 more week for it to reset. And then a week of the beauty to make it happen. So 2 weeks for it to finally get where you want. Do you only do future trades on Bitcoin or also on cake, for example? I don't trade a lot of futures, man. I'm a spot trader. I accumulate at the proper times, way before I need to, right? Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. There you go. Do you only do future trades on Bitcoin, or are you also a cake example? Yeah. How do you get those R's? It's the name of the indicator. Yes, it's the name of the indicator. How do you tell divergence between bullish and bearish? Bearish is on top. Bullish is on bottom. Type this in Google. Divergence cheat sheet. Okay? Divergence cheat sheet. Click on this. This is really going to give you what you need. You can live and die by this. Print it out. Keep it on your desk. Look for them all the time. Get good at it. Make sure you understand it. Make sure it starts to make sense to you. There's multiple charts in here. You can use them all. Higher high, lower high, right? That's bearish. Bearish is only drawn on the top of the chart. Bullish is always drawn on the bottom of the chart. Look, trend will continue. Higher high, lower low. This is what we're talking about all the time lately. Hidden bullish divergence. And this is what we're seeing a lot also in the charts. Here it is again. Swing up to swing up, swing down, swing down. Bullish divergence. The trend will go to the upside. And I play this all day long. And most people think I'm talking gibberish, and most people can't even understand divergences. It's really something that kind of like comes with doing this a long time. But I'm trying to jumpstart you guys so you don't have to fall through all the years that I did trying to figure it out, right? Chromium, or Chromia, whatever, right? This thing exploding, doing big things right now. Unbelievable. Cody making some big gains up out of the pattern. We were looking at Cody just the other day. Still has room to grow too. Look, it looks like it's just getting started. Okay, now we're going to look at total and total too. I also want to look at the dollar index. You want to see what's happening with the American dollar. It's important. Now, it's creepily looks a lot like what? It looks a lot like Bitcoin dominance, right? Which it should, because if this drops, it makes sense. This is giving up a little bit of dominance. Now, I like that we're having trouble breaking through this area. We're at resistance at 91.20. Looks like we're not going to be able to break it too, as the daily is getting extended and overbought. Take a look at that 4 hour. The 4 hour has a little more room to grow. I hope we just go sideways, turn to the downside. But we'll see. Right now, I'm still bearish on the dollar, and especially as we're getting high here on the stochastics on the daily. That's a good sign for the next 2 weeks, because this will turn down even if it double tops. 4 or 5 days to reset, and then we'll be on a downtrend for at least 10 days. 7 to 12 days, something like that in that nature. And that's going to bode well for the altcoins, Bitcoin, and the entire crypto space as the dollar continues to fall. The stimulus will come out should also continue to lower the value of the dollar. When you put more money into circulation, you lower the value of that money. Okay, this is simple economics. Did you see the CRV chart? No. Okay, let's take a look at REEF, baby, REEF. Why do I like REEF? Why am I so centered on REEF? There's just a lot of news on REEF, and it's the new hype thing. You can feel when something gets talked about a lot, and you can feel when people are pumping it. Now, REEF above that $4 region, that 4-cent region, and I told you when REEF breaks 4 cents, it's on the way. And now REEF is really starting to do its thing. And I showed you this falling wedge bouncing off the 618. I made a video about it to get everyone hyped. We've been talking about REEF more and more every single day. Probably gonna have to make another video about REEF token. And look, the daily is starting to do its thing, looking really beautiful. 4 hour actually came down, curved back up again. Says it wants more momentum. I like to see that. 1 hour still has momentum too. Tells me that this move is not over. So if you're fiending for REEF and you didn't get in, how do you get in? You go to the 7-minute. Okay. And you look right here, and look, it's about to break out right here on the 7-minute. See that? Bam. Bam. And you could ride this for the measured move on the 7-minute chart. Look at that. Right to that fib. In that fib area. Take profits right there at 4.4. This thing is ready to rock. Still looking good. MACD looks nice. Pointing up. And that's how you would get in. You get in right here. This is technically a breakout, you know? And it could break back down and you could lose money. So you could put a stop loss inside this pattern. So what you do is you zoom into this as if it's the daily. Make this your whole life. Okay. Really look at it like it's like a daily candle almost, right? So now we're looking at the 7-minute, but we're looking at it in like big time frame. And dude, we were on this, guys. We were on this and we talked about it, and now it's coming to fruition. And this is what it's all about, okay? This is what it's all about. Sticking with the plan. It's taking a long time, right? Wow, look at that. Spike in action. REEF, man. And that's how this thing's going to move on that 7-minute mark. I'm telling you right now, this is a trade you can get in right now and ride it to this top. Let's see how much we can gain. It's possible you make 70% of your money right now. So check it out. We're going to flip into VPN mode, right? We're going to flip into VPN mode. We're back. We're back. Everything is good. So I'm going to show you right now how I'm going to try to trade this. Check it out. Check it out. Okay. I'm just going to log on in to Binance. Again, don't do anything you see me do on this channel. None of this is financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Please get yourself a financial advisor, and remember, do your own due diligence and make your own trades. I'm trying to teach you how to fish, okay? That's the plan here. Teaching you how to fish, okay? So we're going to go over to Binance. We're going to hit the derivatives. We're going to hit derivatives here. USDT futures, okay? All right, check it out. Check it out. We have a 1-inch position open down right now, 31%. Was up hard at one point. I'm going to hold that for a week or two. So we're going to find REEF if we can. They got a perpetual contract for REEF. I like it. Okay. Booming. Look at it. Booming. We're missing this. I don't suggest jumping on green candles like this. I don't. But 7-minute has room to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in on a green candle. I rarely do this. But REEF is pumping. And we're not going to do a big buy here too. Very small. We're going to use 20x leverage on it. Okay. I'm going to wait for this candle to come down. I could even use the 1 minute to get real crafty. 1 minute says it's actually a little high. Might come back down. But honestly, I think it tests the 21-day moving average. Going to snap back. So it looks like I'll be able to get REEF at about 41.31. I don't know, though. The FOMO was real. FOMO was real. So I'm going to make 2 buys. All right. I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to put limit orders in at different times. So we're going to buy right now. If we can even get in. Bam. Okay. Open order. Usually it's running so hard, it's very hard to get in on these. Okay, so we got in on the position. Already up. That's funny, right? And now what I do is if it does come back down to test the 200, it should come down at 41435 area if I'm that lucky. So I could put an order in here, right? At about 4, what's that going to be actually? Yeah, 4041628. Makes sense there. 041564. Okay. So 041564, right? And I'll set a limit order to buy that, and I'll put like a little more right there. Okay. And that'll be an open order. And that'll sit there. And if we get the catch, I'll make a snatch there. And that's if it retraces a little bit on the pump. Okay. That would be if the 1 minute wants to reset. But the 7 minute, we can just rock now. We can just rock this trade out and ride it up to the stochastics get high. Once they get high, we can call it a day on the trade. All right. So all we're doing is this. We're putting a limit here. And we don't want to be greedy. We're just gonna make a little bit of money on this pump. Okay. Just a little bit of money on the pump. That's all we want to do. We're not trying to be greedy. Okay. So look, we're up 7% already in the trade. 9%. And that's how you make 10% in the trade, right? It's pretty cool too. Once you're into this, you can post these like cool little wins, you know. Now we're only up 3.9, 2%. And see, like, had you had big money in that trade and you close it right then at a 9% gain, right? And then if you don't want to lose it all, you could put a stop loss where you think, you know, if it breaks back below this pattern, this is going to be ugly. So a 389 stop loss to me is acceptable, right? And so now we want to put our take profit and our stop loss. So I want to sell on this red line because I think we can get higher, but I want to sell at 4.4. I'm going to sell at 4.4543. Okay. And then I want to sell. So I want to sell up here at 4.4640. I like that. 4.4640. And I want to put a stop loss back in the pattern at 39954. Okay. So I hit this here on the futures trade. And my stop loss here is going to be 0.03954. Excuse me. And 0.04640, right, was our take profit. We'll make $71 or we'll lose $50. See? So there you go. And it's a do or die trade. And we'll lock in. We're up 12% already in the trade. And that's how you do it in futures. That's how you make 12% in literally a half a second. Like, you know, and then you get to post these cool little things. I'll show you this. And I'm just going to post it to my group so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I show how much it is so people don't think I'm making thousands of dollars, you know. And there you go. And that's how you ride a REEF trade like this. Now I have to watch it a little more while we're live streaming, right? But that's it, man. And that's how you. And you could close this trade right now if I wanted to, and I could continue to multiply the profits, right? Remember, anyone can enter a good trade. Can you exit the trade? Exiting a trade is as hard as it is to enter the trade. And see, there you go. REEF 20x leverage, 12%. We got in at 4,200. We're up a little bit more. See, at the Crypto Life for 33 for my referral code. And that's it. That's it in a nutshell, man. Wow, now we're up 23%. Right? Now we're up even more. Look, 19% gains on REEF. And REEF's going to pump. I mean, you know it's going to pump. So ride the stochastics to the upside. It's that simple. We're going to ride these stokes up, and then we close out the trade. I might even make just, you know, who knows what we'll make. I'll be happy with, 20% is great. 20% is great. Live on the trade, live streaming, you know. And again, don't use a lot of money when you're trading live, because I've learned that it's hard to do both. Because you care about your subscribers, you care about the show, but you also want to keep things going, right? How's the baby? The baby's doing great, man. Baby Reef. Reef taking off to Mars. This is futures trading. Resistance at 50K. You can put a trailing stop in. You could do that on 3 commas, right? You're right. I could put a trailing stop. He's right. He's right. Be a good idea. Oh yeah, I haven't been using the future. I haven't been using 3 commas on the futures. I realized there's an advantage there, right? And I never use it. Never use it. Interesting. Also on Binance. Yes, this is futures trading. We're trading futures. We're trading USDT futures. We're up 26% now. 26% in the trade. Should have put way more. We would have made a ton, right? And that's how it gets people going. And then we go back to that 7 minute. We just want to hit our target. We just want to hit our target. And see, this is how you play it. It's the same idea. You find the pattern, break to the upside. So once I see this happen in the 7 minute, I see it happen in the 1 hour, I see it happen in the 4 hour, I see it happen on the daily, I realize that it's all the same. It's all the same. Up 31% in the trade. I guess we only put like 30 bucks in. Should have put way more. Wow, I've been up on REEF, but all week I could have been doing this. Yeah, it's possible. Also in futures on Binance. Yeah, look at that. Up 31%. 31% now and pumping. You knew it was going to pump. We saw the pattern. We saw the pattern. It's going to make it to the target. Come to the target. I like to sell a little bit before the target. We'll see if we can get to our spot. Can we lock in 33%? That's my favorite number. And we don't have to be greedy, man. Like, it's all about, buying and selling where you want to, not where you feel you have to. Where you want to do it. We're up 37% in the trade live. Okay, guys? Okay. I haven't been live trading in a while. It's been a while. We used to do this a lot. Up 39% now. And doing them. Right? And like when you feel like the man, like right now I feel like the man, it just like seems real cool. I close the trade. Like I'll limit out right now. I really will. And how do you limit out? Is you just hit here and you limit out. And work. Bam. We nailed it. And I'm out. And I'm out. And I made my money, right? I didn't have to keep going all the way to the top. And maybe it's going to continue to the upside. It's possible, right? And look, the stochastics say yes. There's no reason to get out of the trade. But what I'm trying to show to you is you don't have to ride everything to the top. All you have to do is take profits. Like we just made our money. We just made our money. Okay? And we can move on. That's lunch money right there. I made about 15, 16 bucks and we did it. How fast did we do it? We did it in like, I don't know, 10 minutes, right? I mean, if you did that in an hourly rate, right? Can you explain those percentages? A lot of liquidity in REEF, yo. I'm so riding the next pump, man. Wow, I've been up on REEF all week, yeah. So shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in, man. 22 likes, the least amount of likes we've had in months. I don't know why. What's up with that? Pretty weird. Low watch rate today. I guess because I started with my daughter. I don't know. Maybe because I had a kid on. Ah, yeah, children too. There's a possibility, I love prosperity. Upload the next big investment trends. Yeah. Anyway, let's get your tickers, guys. Let's get your tickers. Let's get what you're talking about. Let's see what's going down. And look at REEF got sold off right there a little bit. Can you believe that? Look, we made a beautiful sell. See that? How do we know? Because whenever you get the feeling like you're the man, take your profit, man. take your profit. Take your profit. Right? Look at that. I would have lost more percentages. We sold the top on that wick. We sold the top on that wick. We really did live on the live stream. On the 33 too, at 433.33. And that's why you do. And I'm not saying it's not going to continue up. It probably will. Stochastics are good. But I just wanted to show you how to make a live scalp trade, man. And that's how you make 40% in 10 minutes. Shout out to Love Learning. Thank you so much. Can you check Litecoin, please? Yeah, I would love to, man. Someone saying Parsec was struggling. What's up with you, Parsec? Back to 118. You can do better than this, Parsec. You can. But, you know, it's consolidating in this beautiful place, interacting with the 200-day moving average as it's pulling up the price. That's a good sign. 200-day moving average pulls up, it means the price will pull up. How's the music levels? Are they good for you guys? Is everything nice? Nice and crispy? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on into the live. 25 likes. 30 people watching. 26. Can we get the likes up to the watches? Damn, man, it's weird. Today's a funky day. Maybe Thursday, man. I don't know what it is. Hostile Biden administration will disturb gas prices. Ex-Shell oil president says. Ooh. They're going hard. They're going hard. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Let's take a look at Litecoin. 185 and doing its thing. All right. But what do we see? Okay. It's the yield pattern. It's the wedge that falls to the double bottom, right? That funny pattern. But let's show you what happened. So Litecoin, that was a trade, hit the sell zone that we had. You could see that, right? Now it's in the same pattern similar to Bitcoin, right? It was like this, and then it broke on out. So this is what was going on as we diagnose Litecoin. Again, the 200-day moving average creeping through. This is a little more harsh, though. We went lower, but now we're creeping back up. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder. If you go to a smaller time frame, you'll see the clear head and shoulder pattern. Okay? Even on a slanted, and we broke to the upside on that pattern. Okay? Now we're forming another wedge. And we're what? On the 1 hour, look what we're doing. I told you, smaller patterns, smaller time frames. But again, interaction with the what? With the what? The 200-day moving average. It's strange how we keep bringing up the same thing. I'm not doing this on purpose. This is just happening. This is ready to rock out. We also see swing up to swing up on the price. And if we go here, we have basically, you know, a far more subtle, even if it is somewhat to the upside. If you bring this to infinity and this to infinity, if they will interact and intersect, that is divergence. So we even see hidden bullish divergence here on Litecoin. Tells me that the trend will continue to the upside. It's a really good time to start to entering Litecoin right now on the 1 hour. 4 hour is coming down, but we're getting a curve up, telling me there's momentum to the upside. We're also, look, we had lower low. Look at how it was. Low, lower low, lower low. Okay? Lower low. All right? You also see bullish divergence. Swing low to swing low here. Swing up to swing up here on the RSI. And so I show you guys the divergences for a reason every time. This is where you long a chart right there. You can get in anywhere in this region. This is your buy zone. That's why I always make buy zones, because you don't want to buy all at once. The zone tells you that you should be buying a few times. Right here, and right there. Okay? So that's the idea. I think I found regular bullish divergence in REEF, 15-minute time frame. I used the divergence cheat sheet you gave us. You probably did, man. You probably did. You probably did. Just wondering why the views are so small today. But whatever, man. I'm happy with who I have, man. I'll just stay blessed. Say a prayer. Thank you for everyone watching my channel today, and bless every one of you guys. And thank you for being here. And thank you for what I do have. Beautiful baby up there and everything going on in my life. So I'm not going to let these views mess with me. But sometimes it's disappointing. You work hard and you're like, damn, I thought we were gaining momentum. But you never know, man. Everything changes. Maybe there's someone else with some crazy live that people are more interested in. I think I found regular bullish divergence in REEF, 15-minute time frame. I used the divergence cheat sheet you gave us. Supreme, can you get yourself a TradingView account? Okay. And how about you start posting charts in the group? Okay. We don't care how young you are. We got 18-year-olds in there. I think one kid was 12 years old. I really do. I don't know. He said he was. I don't know. Life is like a camera. Focus on what's important. Capture the good times. Develop from the negatives. And take another shot. Good morning. Sure, you can post that, Hadouken. All right, so moving on for the day. Yeah, man, post your newbie charts. That's what beginners is for, right in here. This is why the beginners room is there, so people don't start taking your calls, right? People know it's the beginner chart. So post all your newbie charts in here, and we're going to go at them. That's what the beginner room is for, guys, for the beginners to post their charts. You still have time to look at H-bar. Yes, of course we do. I want to get it rolling. Bitcoin bouncing on the 15. Many people watch after work. I can post my newbie charts. I also see the hidden divergence right there. So check it out, guys. Litecoin. There's bullish divergence and there's hidden bullish divergence. They're both different, right? Here's hidden bullish. Swing up to swing up like this. Swing down to swing down. See it? Tells you that the trend will continue. And what happened? The trend continued, right? So you took this swing to that swing. Okay. You want to go to like maybe even sometimes the daily. Easier to see. And it tells you that Litecoin was going to go up. So here it is here too. Yeah, this swing up to swing up on Litecoin. Okay. And then swings up a little bit, but nowhere near it like that. They'll hit each other. And you could also make it a little smaller and use these swings. And then it's clear as day. There's hidden bullish. And it tells you that the trend will continue to the upside, usually explosively up. Like usually the leg up after this is a nice big move up after the divergence. So it's kind of what I see. And then look, we're starting to repeat ourselves again for Litecoin. Simple trades, guys. These are simple trades. The daily. Ladder in. Ladder in. Whenever the stochastics is halfway through its turn, begin to ladder into the trade. Right? This also coincides with the same ideas that we talk about. Going to the 4 hour, looking for the patterns that I preach and I really want people to understand. Sorry about that. Don't mean to make those lines. And this was a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. So once you're able to establish how to draw patterns, and that's why it's really important you study patterns, okay? Extremely important. You study all your patterns. The bull pennant, the bull's wedge. Just type in pattern trading. Pattern trading. Google it. Look. Introduction to technical analysis. Price patterns. Right? And this is all here for you. Pennants. It's going to show you what the pennants look like. Falling wedges. A bull flag. This is a bit of a flag. Right? Wedges. It just breaks it all down. Triangles. Okay, cup and handles here. See, cup with the handle, by the handle breakout. Inverted head and shoulder pattern. Okay, the double bottom. Okay, so it's all there for you guys for free at Investopedia.com. Okay. Yeah, man, get an account, man. Get it going. Don't be shy, bro. The more you learn, the more you're going to make your father really proud. You do the right thing. You take this really seriously. You get a whiteboard. You show him that you're organized and you're disciplined. Yo, I'm telling you right now, I don't care your age. You can step up to the plate. You could be better than some 30-year-olds. You could be better than me. So I hypothetically just got a laptop and a VPN. Which trading platform should I use? And can I use my debit card to buy crypto or buy it on a platform and transfer it to a platform that allows leverage trading? Okay, so let's get into H-bar. H-bar pumping today pretty hard too as well. Let's just take a look at that REEF trade. Let's see if it's probably above my sell. And it's like, oh, you sold early. I just want to hear myself. Or we can say, wow, look at that. You sold at the perfect time. And look, we did. It never really went back up to where we were at yet. As I said. So far, look, perfect sell. Perfect sell. Look at that. We sold that wick right there. Unbelievable. Didn't hit the target. I had a feeling. It just, you know what it was? MACD turned on me a little bit. And I sensed something. And I just was like, eh. I also was up nice. And when you're up that nice, that fast, you get out. When I told my dad about Bitcoin 8 to 9 years ago, he called it a scam. I just ordered a whiteboard on Amazon. I'm up 50% on the REEF call you gave us and 70% on Luna. Thanks, Crypto Lifer. Yo, dope. See? And you're just getting started. Put that stuff in the testimonial group, please. It means the world to me. Helps me get more tutoring ships. Helps me pay the bills. So if you want to help me, everyone thinks YouTubers making all this money. We're not making any money. It's not that easy. It's not that easy out here. So any little bit helps. It really, really does. Join the Patreon. That's a big deal for me. Anything, any little bit helps. Every little bit helps. So check it out. Let's take a look at HBAR, as you've been asking. Hard, too. Let's watch Hard, man. Hard falling down in the dumps. Feels like it's only a matter of time till this thing kind of resurges. So just something to... HBAR for BTC made some huge moves. Doing its thing. Let's look at it on the daily. Just getting started. Whoa. What a candle. What a candle, right? Wow. That's a beautiful double bottom beginning to play out. This is actually a level of support and resistance that it's fighting through here. Kind of right in this area. Once it breaks out, I believe it can get all the way back up to this level. Woo. Interesting. And then it has another gap up. So not a lot of resistance there. It's a pretty fast gap for this Bitcoin pair as it's breaking from its bottom area and starting to make a higher low. This is a new trend. Change in trend. Something you really want to start understanding too. When the trend changes. Okay. And then you just make yourself, you can do this and turn it into a bit of an ascending triangle. And it's probably going to stay up in here until it breaks on out. If it breaks out early, that would be beautiful. 340 Satoshis for HBAR. It's up 33.33% in the Bitcoin pair. Here's HBAR USDT. That's even continuing a bigger tear. Now, look what we saw. And I just want to drill this through your head. Swing up to swing up. I'm telling you guys, you could just do this all day long and make a lot of money. Hidden bullish divergence. This is where you start the ladder in. Let's go to the 4 hour. Did we see the 200 interacting with the bottom of the pattern? I'm just this stuff is textbook, and it's getting kind of simple, isn't it, guys? Look. Yes, we had a falling wedge. Yes, we had, boom, look, we saw the 200-day creeping in to the bottom of the wedge on the 4 hour with the hidden bullish. You couple those two things together, you're in for the trade. I mean, we've seen this, a 99% win rate with this type of combination. We call this confluence in the market, okay? We also see inverted head and shoulders playing out inside of these patterns as well. Bit of a double bottom here forming. That's a W. If I haven't drilled this into your head by now, if you don't think you would learn something from a one-on-one tutoring with me, $100 for 1 hour of my time, I'm telling you right now, blow you away. Blow you away. I'm talking about the graph a lot. I love it. I love it. It's about to do its thing. You feel like you just missed out on what you just saw, right? The HBAR, look, this looks just like HBAR. It just hasn't done the move yet. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Don't sleep on this. I'm going to put this out in my trading group right now. This is a screaming buy for a retest touching the 200-day right there. It's got everything we talk about. The hidden bullish divergence established very, very, very hard. Look at it. 4 hour does need to come down a little bit, but it is curving to the upside. You can double click this, make it big. And yeah, see, we're getting this curve to the upside. That tells me the momentum is changing to the upside. Bit of a flag here too. If we go to this 4 hour, actually we go to the 1 hour, look, I'll make this into a pennant. So look how many shapes I'm seeing. I'm seeing all these shapes all the time. What's happening on the 1 hour? Look, the 200-day moving average is very close to the bottom of the pattern. Double bottom here. Momentum to go. This is a screaming buy today. Look for this in the next few days to be up significantly past $2. Look at it. About to do its thing. I like this right here. I do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the profits that we just made. Okay? Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to take the profits that we just made. Okay? We're going to swing them into a GRT perpetual contract. If they have it, I believe they do. Bam. Okay? I like where we're at. We're going to start to build a position. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder, breaks onto the upside. Part of the right shoulder is probably one of the greatest places to get in, especially on a 5-minute chart. I like what we're seeing here. This isn't going to be a scalp. This is going to be a hold for a few days. So we're going to go up. Now we have 177. We're going to use about 20% of that at the first buy. Now again, we're laddering in. Okay? We're also using the limit order. I want you to understand that. We're not using... I can cancel these now. Yeah, because I don't plan on buying back in. Good thing I canceled that. I had an open order, remember? That's why you don't trade while you're live. It's another reason why. So, open order for that, right? 193. Look, we're already at 194. So I'll try to take another nibble here until I get my position. So I got my position started now in the graft. And now I'm going to run this with 20x leverage. And this is going to be a slower trade. Take a day or two. And I'll post the results in my trading group. And I'm going to add to this trade as we go. Little by little. Just got to be quick with the trigger there. And that order bought in as well. Okay. And then we still have another order waiting at 193 if it catches. And we'll leave that. And we'll leave that to go. I want to put about $100 in the trade. But I'll wait. I'll wait in case there's an... I'm very bullish on this at the moment. It has all the indications that it's going to go to the upside. Just want to make sure there's $70 left in the till up here. Okay, 98. That will cover us too. You want to keep some money in the till to cover you, okay? When you're doing cross. I'm doing cross leverage, not isolated, all right? Remember that. That's important too. Okay. What percentage are you expecting? I'm trying to make like 100% out of that one. Yeah, I'm trying to make about 100% or more out of that trade. Yeah. Yeah, hey mate, can you please check ELF BTC? Thanks. What about 1-inch GRT or 1-inch? Yeah, you can see I already have a 1-inch position open there. Let's see what's going on with 1-inch. 1-inch holding this $4 region. $4. I like 1-inch here at $4, man. It's running out of room. I've been telling you guys, I have a trade open for it. I'm saying it's in this channel. Kind of gonna break to the upside. I really like where 1-inch is at. Wow. Abe, let's see the big winners for today. CHZ now booming up 43% on that news. A New York City office. Chromium up more. H-bar up more. AXS hit the 33%. Got the sell-off. Probably going to come back down to the 21-day moving average there on the 4-hour and on the 1-hour. Yeah, it's a good time to take some profits when you're that far away. Look, snaps back. Snaps back. It'll come back to the 21-day moving average. So there's where you want to definitely take some profits. Sand back to 37, doing its thing. We were buying sand at $4. That would have been a 9x for sand. It would have taken about 2 months, and that's why you got to hold. Cody, I think we talked about Cody yesterday. Look, double bottom. And that's all you got to do is play these patterns that break to the upside 68% of the time. Double bottom breaks to the upside, so we play it. There's a side double bottom on the side of the double bottom. NG coin 135 and continuing to rip, but I'm telling you right now, it's probably going to come back down to the 4-hour moving average, and that is where you're going to want to get in again. Take profits, guys. Don't sleep on like, oh, it goes up forever. It does not. Uniswap starting to make a big move. I see it going all the way up here to my target of 38. I would not sell Uniswap yet. 4 hours touching the 21-day moving average. Not in the same position as what we were just talking about. So I would stay in this trade because it's not extended yet. And you still have a little more room to go. Wax. Starting to make some moves. I've been talking about Wax. Wax was one of my favorite coins back in the day. Now at 11 cents. I really like Wax. It is a gamer coin, you know. It's one of the, but I think gaming. I think you need some gaming coins in there. I think NFT in there. I think you got to start really diversifying the portfolio in many, many different ways. Got to get on the futures. I feel confident in my ability to predict trends now. What percentages are you expecting? Yeah, like once you predict a big trend, like see how I can see GRT is changing trend. It's pretty obvious to me. It's going to change trend and move to the upside. So once I establish that, then it's simple. Like I just get a low liquidation rate and I begin to add to the trade, right? To protect myself. And eventually it's only a matter of time. Luna, we gave a call for that Luna. Said it would come up, probably come down, retest. It's starting to do its move. And I think now it's beginning to break out. So watch Luna. It hasn't even begun yet. It's going to run its way up. And you got to hold these trades, man. You got to hold them. When I give out a trade, I always tell people, like, the trick of the trade is to not think you're going to make this quick, fast money. You know, look, hidden bullish divergence now here established. Now there, thought the trend would go up there. Okay, but we got lower. So it's not perfect. You see that? So sometimes you can get burnt. That's a good indication. And look, that's why you want to couple these things with moving averages. See, 200-day. Also Fibonacci's. So look, this is why it's a good plan. You want to couple things and you want to use more than one thing. So look, we're going to hit Alt F, which is going to give our Fibonacci level. You can see we went past the 618 into the golden pocket and we hit the secret fib, the 706. But even a wick through the 618 is usually your best bet too. That's like the luckiest. And it touches the 200-day moving average. And you can see how that kind of held the price up. That would have been a better indication to couple that, you know. And that was also a wick down. Crazy things happen. But there would have been your established hidden bullish divergence as well. So you would have used Fibonacci in conjunction, right? In conjunction with the 200-day moving average and hidden bullish divergence. You would have three things working for you. I'm not worried about holding. I'm worried about falling asleep past sell time. Yeah, that's what happens all the time, man. That's why you got to set a sell order where you think it is and don't be greedy. Thoughts on Engine Coin? I made my research and I found out they'll release a game in March 8th that'll give them some boost. People say it'll reach $10 to $18 at the end of the year. I believe that's a good I think you're right. It definitely will. Engine Coin's going to be huge. Smaller market cap, ready to rock. Let's see what number Engine Coin is in the game. Thoughts on Engine Coin? No, I think Engine Coin's big, man. I was on Engine Coin a long time ago. Like I've been talking about Engine Coin for a while. Like I think there's another channel I was on like a year ago where I'm like bringing up Engine Coin. So yeah, I've been a fan of Engine Coin since day one. We didn't look at Total and Total 2 like we normally do. Let's take a look at those as well and see what's going on with the show. So here at Total, right? $1.4 billion market cap. Now, so far, market cap is doing very similar to what I'm projecting here. See this? Came up, came down, does a bit of a double bottom, and now it's breaking to the upside. Should come all the way up. Right now, though, similar, very similar pattern, right? We could shrink this a little bit. Are we at the top of the pattern yet? Are we forming a falling wedge? Are we still going to be in this beautiful pennant? I'm going to hope that we make it up to the top of this beautiful pennant. Right now, though, 4 hour is curving down on stochastics, but we're kind of getting an upswing that's telling you there's some good buy pressure here. The daily as well is still set to go to the upside. So everything is ready to go for us to make it to the top of the pattern. And maybe even, wow, that could even be a wedge that breaks on out. So, hey, maybe we're going to follow this pattern, but there's a chance we don't. If we break above here, I'm going to cancel this projection. If we get rejected here, then there's a good chance we have that one last nasty drop on March 13th, March 12th, which would be the same area. Isn't that creepy how this drop lines up with that same time that we had the drop last year? What is Total? Total is the entire market cap of all the cryptos. I see the cryptos going all the way up to $2.4 trillion. We're just getting started, guys. If you have the patience and the heart to hold, we are just getting started. Now, this is total too. This is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin. This is all the altcoins. It's a little more consolidative. I like where it's going. Daily looks really nice for us as well. And really, the daily and the 4 hours all you need. And look, this is actually spinning up on the momentum. I think it's really either going to come up, kind of do this, go sideways, and we're going to go sideways for a little while. So altcoins are going to go sideways, possibly for a week or two. You're going to see big ones move, like we're having some selective ones, and selective ones go sideways. But then we're going to see a big overall move for the entire market, probably in late March into early April, a huge move. How long do you think LTC would be good for? So video games are being sold over blockchain. How are coins tied to the video games? I mean, all sorts of ways. Engine coin right now, well, you want to look at what engine coin does. It's called smelting, meaning, let me show you. And what it means is, like, people are getting all these things in different games, but they can't take the value across game ships. Like, you could buy this beautiful sword in one game, but you can't print that value in another game, right? So your value ends up getting locked up inside of the game. Now, Engine Coin is trying to stop that by basically letting you like melt the weapon into Engine Coin in some way, shape, or form. So take a look. $1.36, up 23% today. Engine Coin, ripping. The live Engine Coin price today. So what is Engine Coin? It's a project of Engine, a company that provides an ecosystem of interconnected blockchain-based gaming products. Engine's flagship offering is Engine Network, a social gaming platform through which users can create websites, clans, chat, and host virtual item stores. Engine allows game developers to tokenize in-game items on Ethereum blockchain. It uses Engine Coin, the ERC20 token, to back the digital assets issued using its platform, meaning that the items can be bought, sold, and traded with real-world value. Engine Coin was first announced in July of 2017, and it launched on Ethereum mainnet in June of 2018. Who of the founders? We have Maxim Blagov, and become the CEO, assuming responsibility for the creative director of the company, and Radomski, serving as the chief technical officer, responsible for the technical operations. According to the co-founder, Engine Coin is unique that in every token minted with the Engine platform, the company's blockchain asset development platform, in that every token minted with Engine platform is directly backed by Engine, giving in-game items real-world liquidity. Similarly, Blagov has stated that the company is focused on adoption, saying he imagines a future in which millions of gamers use digital items backed by Engine Coin without knowing it exists. Engine Coin uses a series of smart contracts to which game developers send Engine to mint new, unique, fungible, or non-fungible ERC-115 tokens. These tokens can be traded on the Engine marketplace. So yeah, man. So what would be Engine's counterpart in the BS smart chain? They don't have one yet. They don't have anything yet. Engine will be used. Engine would be a good name for it, actually, the way what it's doing, what it's doing. Let's keep the conversation going, man. Holy fuck, that's huge. It is pretty big, guys. It is. I just about had a heart attack. Yeah, no, Engine Coin's going to be a big deal. I've been talking about Engine Coin for a long time. I wish I could find the video where I'm talking about Engine Coin when it's at 10, 12 cents. It's funny. Look at the explosion. Cup, boom. And this is the Bitcoin chart. Look, here's Bitcoin up 20K. Tanks down. Runs up to 13K. Comes down. We have the pandemic dump. We have the trash. And then boom. Look, it looks just like the Bitcoin chart. It does. And Bitcoin's like right here right now. I think Bitcoin's about to go to like 100K faster than we ever thought imagined. Like I got this weird feeling something's about to go on. One good morning and that coin will blow. I mean, it already did, bro. You didn't notice it? He said one good morning and that coin will blow. I mean, look what it did. It's huge. It's up huge right now. Absolutely huge. Let's take a look at Phantom, because now is the time. Okay? Now is the time. Let me show you why it's the time for Phantom. It's going to have another run up, and it's going to be legendary. Okay? Just like its last run up. We were getting Phantom at 14. It went all the way to 88 on the dot, or 87. Okay? So we're going to pull a Fibonacci for Phantom. I want to put Phantom on your radar. And you can see it came down to the 618 into that pocket where the 706. This is a secret fib that not many people use. Okay. Just found an indicator. Where are you at? Just found an indicator on TradingView called Divergence Indicator. It's pretty much an RSI, but with bullish and bearish labels. It's good to start mastering the divergence patterns as well as the cheat sheet. Yeah, why not, man? Like it will go up beyond your wildest imaginations with a good MMORPG. ELF BTC, please. Now, let's take a look at this. Phantom. Okay, to me, that's the trend. Okay, and it's starting to run out of room. Okay, and it's bouncing off the 0.5 Fibonacci, and it's making a double bottom here. See that? Making a bit of a double bottom. So, believe it's set to break out not too long from now. I like what I'm seeing on the 4 hour as well. So, this thing is ready to get juiced. So, if you like to make money, Phantom is ready to rock. Rock out. Rock out. So, I like what I see here for Phantom. Yeah, it's pronounced MMORPG. I don't even know what that is. It does have hidden bullish divergence as well. Swing up to swing up. Right there. And if we find that same place, swing down to swing down, tells me that the trend will continue to the upside. Okay. We're resetting here, and let's look at the daily. The daily is also low and oversold. This is a beautiful sign. Phantom, man. About to do damage. About to do damage. Let's see the biggest picture we could see here for Phantom. Phantom at $1.31. Yes, my friends. Yes. Not too long from now. That's almost a 3x from where we're at, man. Definitely a 1.5x. So look for Phantom to explode. Lower fees on Ethereum. Help out the mainnet. I'm going to do a video on Phantom recently and discuss why I like Phantom and what's going on with Phantom. 169% gains. People get heavily invested in their game assets in MMORPGs. Yeah. CRV BTC, please. He's stuck on that. I like that you're focused on that trade. It's good to have one big one that you're really on. Like, REEF is my focus. REEF is my focus. Take a look at this. So, get out of here. CRV BTC. Bit of that cup and handle that we were talking about, right? Look, cup with the handle, and it's beginning to break out. Came back down and retesting. Funny, it's playing games. It looks beautiful, but it's playing some games. So now you want to look, why is it playing games? What's going on? Please take a look at OMG right away, because you did a super chat. Watch this. We're going to stop what we're doing. I'll come back. But I just want people to understand, you do a super chat, you get what you pay for. Okay, we'll come right back to CRV. What I'll do, look, I'm going to duplicate the page. CRV's waiting for us right there. Okay, Jesse? Even though Jesse's like super chatted like probably over $150 at this point. But this is Levi's first super chat ever, man. Thank you so much for the donation, man. I really appreciate it. It all adds up at the end of the day. And you know what? $2-3 here and there eventually adds up at the end of the day. So thank you very, very much. Every little bit really helps a YouTuber stay on YouTube, man. Because, you know, it's only a matter of time until eventually you're like, oh, I got to get a job. And then you leave YouTube. Until YouTube is either going to blow up for you or it's not, right? You got to either make it happen or you can't. And every little bit helps, guys. So thank you very, very much. Shout out to you, man. Good on to you. Let's take a look at OMG for you really fast in that case. Would you like to take a look at the BTC pair or the USDT pair? Okay. Trade that did not go well when Bitcoin dumped on us. F2 pool. Those bastardes. Take a look here. Swing up to swing up. Second super chat. Thank you very much, man. That's hidden bullish divergence. Tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. Okay. Again, 4 hour. It's the same scenario, guys. That like almost on every chart. They're all slightly different, but for the most part, they look just like Bitcoin. 200-day moving average interacting with the bottom of the pattern. We need to break above it. And we have a little bit of a death cross, but to me, it's probably going to curve right back up, and then we're going to have our golden cross. So it looks like a golden cross is approaching, and OMG is about to break to the upside. I like what I see here for OMG. Only thing I don't like is this downward movement here. But like all coins, we're getting this kind of resurgence. And we'll see. This isn't flipped up yet, but we'll see. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour actually, too, is a little halfway. Tells me that this might go sideways a little longer. Let's take a look here. So then we can find this pattern here. Bit of a cup and handle, though. Cup with a handle. Funny, right? Funky little pattern here. But that's kind of what I see going down. Running out of room. And I would just play this just like I should. I would make a buy right here. Stop loss below the trend line, like below here, like 443. You could even do. So this is how I would trade OMG right now. I would get in now. Stop loss right here at about 6.5%. Even below that wick, we could go to 7%. And aim to get all the way back up to this resistance area, which is pretty fast of a gap up. A little bit area there possible. There's the measured move. Okay. So that's OMG in a nutshell, though. I like what I see. 4 hour just suggests we go sideways slightly, and then we're going to rip into the daily for you. And the daily looks absolutely beautiful. Breaking out of this wedge in a way. I believe it's on its way. It's in a funny bit of a pattern on the daily, to say the least, but I like what we're seeing. And we see hidden bullish divergence as well established on the daily. Tells us that the trend will continue. This was from the 4 hour. That's why it doesn't set up nice. But there you go, man. Anytime. I was a pretty quiet person till now. Kind of regular bullish divergence there. What you should look at the BTC pair and when you should look at the USDT pair. What is the big difference in the information you get out of it? Well, the USDT pair is if you want to make money in USDT. Now, I suggest that you want to make Bitcoin because Bitcoin's going to go up in value. So why would you stack $100 worth of BTC a day? You should be stacking $100 worth of BTC a day, in my opinion, right? So you should always be looking for a trade, a BTC trade, to make a little bit of Bitcoin every couple of days. Just something, right? So that's what the deal is. Like, do you want to make Bitcoin or do you want to make, do you leave Bitcoin's going to go up? Yes, then you should trade in the BTC pair. Now, sometimes it's not as advantageous. Like, you can make more USD and then buy Bitcoin with that money. So it all depends on what you want to do. But right now I see, look, the BTC pair is not in the same space. It's not the same trade at all. Like I showed you, we were about to rip. We're going to the upside. Now, no. We are still pointing up, though, and we're looking nice. And as long as OMG goes up higher than Bitcoin on that day when it rips, things will be good for it. I see a bit of a double bottom forming here, and I actually like it here at 962 Satoshis. It's actually a pretty nice buy right now at 962 sats. So it's the lowest it's been. But we do see a death cross here. Still could go to the downside. Like, we could also open this up and say, okay, this thing could come down to the bottom of the pattern here. Right? Let's take a look at that 4 hour. Yeah, and the 4 hour suggests that this down period is not over and that we still could come down. So I wouldn't touch this until the 4 hour broke to the downside. Let's take a look at that BTC trade. Then we're going to look at some news and we're going to jump on out of here for the day. What about ADA? Chris Aldlam. Just know that if you hold ADA for the next 2 months, you're going to be a happy man. It did get sold off very, very hard. Wow, what a sell-off for ADA. Didn't even get a chance to see that. Let's take a look. And that's why, look, you go to the 4 hour, and whenever you're high on the stochastics, it also labeled the divergence for you. You make a sell, man. You sell all your ADA 146, buy it right back in at once, and then make way more ADA, right? Easier said than done, of course, but, and now we're flagging. We're flagging. So look for ADA to break out. 4 hours now low and oversold, ready to make a move. So look for ADA to break to the upside. This is probably your next bottom. Pretty easy to play. And then we could even go to like a smaller time frame and look for divergences. If we see bullish divergence established, it's a high chance, a high probability that we're probably going to break to the upside. And look, swing low to swing low right there. Anytime, man, anytime. And look, swing up to swing up right here. That's bullish divergence. Tells me that ADA is probably going to break to the upside. And that was your bottom for ADA right there at about 112. So any snatch, you're at the bottom of the trend line. This is what I teach. This is where you want to be buying ADA right here. 15-minute bottom of the trend line with established bullish divergence. That'll take you through the rest of these charts where the 4-hour also looks good. Thank you so much for the donation, man. Really appreciate that. Every little bit helps. As I said, man, that means the world to me. Like, you have no idea. That's $6 right there, right? After taxes, that's a nice $450. And I write some things off with I'm using my computer, my internet, all that. And yeah. So I see ADA resetting, maybe a little more up and down. It could go up and down here. But for the most part, I like what I'm seeing for ADA. Most of the pain is kind of ending. Lack of bearish momentum. We're going to touch the 21-day moving average, which is huge on the daily. That's the catalyst for a big move to the upside. Same thing here on the 4-hour. We already came down and touched the 21. Playing games. We're about to break on out. Any buy around ADA between, $1 and $1.14 right now is really a steal. So you're getting one of the most undervalued assets in the world. People don't even know what it's going to be doing. They have no clue how big ADA really will become. So okay. I'm replying to people in the live. So check it out, man. How many people that I hold their hand, man? I hold so many people's hands, it's insane. But I don't say much about it. I could be. Some people are ruder about hand holding. It is what it is, right? Crypto Lover, thanks, Sam, for the pairing explanations. Always confuse me, but I think I got my first aha about it. So with some of your long-term holds in Bitcoin pair and trading in USDT, is ADA still viable in your opinion? Well, I may even be in a USDT pair, but when I get out, I'll be getting into a BTC pair, right? So I swear this had 277 views. Now it has less. Interesting. Stealing views from my channel. Weird. Pretty weird. Dude, you talked about how to farm like a boss and don't even mention impermanent loss. That's weak. I actually have a video on impermanent loss coming up today. So pretty funny that he said that, because we went over it yesterday on the live stream in depth and explained it all. Big time, Can't do super chat from Thailand. Oh, that stinks, man. You could donate to PayPal. I'm just being funny, yeah. Shout out to everyone. 33 people watching, my magic number, man. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go over how to do. I'm gonna have a video out later about impermanent loss, but we went over it yesterday in depth, like very, very in depth. Band protocol, watch band. It's only a matter of time. I think it's gonna do some huge moves. Okay, we have hidden bullish divergence on band established, and it really hasn't done its thing yet. So just watch band, man. I bought a bag of band. Say that 10 times fast. I bought a bag of band the other days. No, I bought a bag of band at around $6, $5, and I've been holding it ever since. Now you can see here, BAO about to break to the upside as well. We have the hidden bullish divergence established. It's on all of these coins, and it tells me there's going to be a big move coming, and then in a couple weeks. Actually, as we move into St. Patrick's Day, we're going to have some big moves. Bitcoin holding itself down, came back down. This is where I would enter the futures trade now. So look, now we jump on in. Okay. We jump on in, and now we flip to BTC. We don't have a lot. Don't have a lot left in the tilly till. Raise that to more leverage. Yeah, it won't let me go much higher because of like all the money I got. So we'll go down to 15x. Okay. BTC perpetual. Right, BitShares, which is pumping hard, man. And I like where we're at now. And so 49, bam, and we're gonna buy along in there. Ooh, 50K crossing 50K. We snatched it though. We snatched it on a nice buy. Okay. And all these are down $8, $4. But as Bitcoin pumps, it's gonna pull up these USDT pairs. So we should see a pump in almost all this stuff. And we look at our liquidations. That's what you really want to look at, right? So mark price, liquidation. Bitcoin will have to go to 33,000 for me to get kicked out of this trade. So I can begin to add to this trade and keep it open for a long time, right? And that's the glory of this. And that's what you want to do. Once I sell out of these, I'll be adding to the Bitcoin trade. Already up 1.99%. Okay. This is my liquidation here is 171. That's a little closer to the bone. That could happen, right? For GRT, but probably not likely, but it could happen. And here my liquidation is 290. Not going to happen for 1 inch. Like, I really know I'm below the threshold. So like, these are almost all guaranteed to make me money. GRT is the sketchiest one, but the other two almost guaranteed to make me money as long as I have the ability to hold. It's pretty simple, man. You know. Okay. So there we go. Bitcoin hit the line like we were talking about. Took about 2 hours. Okay. And that's why you just be patient. Like, you don't force trades. You don't force the trade, right? Actually, lowest point was even lower. Look, we did miss it. Someone actually told me to look at it during he was like, "Hey, Lifer, I think we dumped." Yeah, there was our dump right there. And 40. And look, we wicked to 48.8. Remember, and I said, have a limit order there at that 48. It's just pretty interesting, right? Does it look like that's how much more we would go down from the bottom of the pattern there? But now it looks like we're breaking on out of this wedge as well. So interesting to see. Cake struggling. Not every coin's doing well, but I like we're at the bottom of the pattern. This is where you want to start establishing a position for Cake. Look at that daily. It's only a matter of time. Just getting started for Cake. So more things coming for Cake. Cake has a lot going on. I missed the IFO today. Really upset about it. Had to wake up at 4 a.m. to get it, and I missed it. So is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to get into the news, and then we're going to jump on out of here. Yeah, I missed it, man. I set my alarm. I fell asleep at 1 in the morning, set my alarm to wake up at 4 a.m. And then I realized I was going to wake up my kid, wake up my wife. And like, I was just like, I'm going to like ruin everybody's sleep for me to make this IFO. And I felt guilty about it. And I said, if I wake up, I'll wake up. And I didn't wake up. So kind of stinks, but. So the big news really is the Tory Lanes, man, and NFTs. NFTs are kind of taking over the space. It's kind of like that's all everyone talks about now, you know. So Kraken is certainly on track to go public, says the CEO Powell. So Kraken CEO Jesse Powell believes that Bitcoin will soon replace all of the world's currency. In an interview with Bloomberg on Tuesday, Powell said that Bitcoin would soon be worth the market cap of the US dollar and the euro combined, with the exec predicting that the digital assets value could surpass the value of gold in the near term. Pretty soon, people are going to start measuring the price of things in terms of Bitcoin, he said, adding that $1 million price target within the next 10 years is very, very reasonable. It's actually like going to be well over that in 10 years. Well over that. Bitcoin obtains key regulatory license to serve New York clients. Crypto custody service from BitGo today received the New York Trust Charter, a key license for the New York State Department of Financial Services. The license will allow the firm to offer its custodial services to New York clients as a regulated entity under New York State banking law. New York is the hardest state to do anything in crypto. It's really not good, so it stinks. I was there, and it was horrible. Gemini offers a new offering for crypto fund managers to expose and facilitate exposure. Pretty interesting. There's a multitude of crypto funds coming to the global markets by a variety of methods, massively expanding numbers of institutions bringing crypto products to their investors. Oh, it's overwhelming. Like, the space is overwhelming. How much is going on in the space? It's absolutely overwhelming. Like, some days you almost have to just take a break because you overload yourself. Vietnam's Ministry of Finance cautions against crypto trading amid Pi fever. Vietnam has not adopted any legislation related to the issuance of trading and execution of virtual currencies and virtual assets. Yeah, they're like, people getting nuts over here. How laser eyes could have Bitcoin investors seeing red. Bitcoin's price has been an uptrend for a full year now, taking the price of the cryptocurrency from under 4,000 to well over 50 at the current peak, with analysts calling for a top closer to 100,000 or much higher. It is hard to be bearish on the top crypto asset. However, an iconic trader with extensive experience in markets says there's one overwhelming bearish factor in Bitcoin, and it's not what you expect. Peter Brandt, bring on. So what does he say? What is he saying? Outflows from the top cryptocurrency exchanges, over 10,000 Bitcoin per week, have yet to subside, even though the price action has recently taken a pause. On chain metrics, technicals both appear to support a sustained uptrend for a while longer. Yet a career commodities trader that has accurately predicted major Bitcoin trend changes in the past is calling attention to what they say is the single most bearish fact. Laser eyes is a meme that's recently made its way across crypto Twitter, involving users updating avatars to include red lasers for eyes. That trend has been joined by the likes of Elon Musk, Scaramucci, blah, blah, blah. What exactly is Peter Brandt so bothered by the meme culture he's spreading? He said it's not only obnoxious, but it's stupid. And if supporters want Bitcoin to be taken seriously, the community should stop acting like children. Brandt's statement echoes the sentiment of Block's swan offer Nassim Nicholas Taleb, who basked the investor category as sociopaths with sophistications of amoebas. Brandt continues the unbridled enthusiasm and FOMO buying typically result in deep or long correction. Bitcoin has been on a parabolic rise since March of last year, and March is historically the worst month on record in the cryptocurrency market. In the past, Brandt actually called the bottom range months in advance following a breakout of Bitcoin's parabola. He did. Past Bitcoin bear markets have been categorized by a drop that far. Could that be what's ahead with exuberance reaches extremes such as memes and laser eyes? I don't know. Honestly, I just play the chart, man. I look at that daily, and I don't read the news like that. Reading the news gets you caught up, make you lose a lot of money. It'll get you off of your system, whatever system you've created. My system has a checklist. It says nothing about reading the news. We're back to extreme greed, though. Kind of worries me a little bit. We did go lower, but I also think this oscillator is kind of outdated and broken at this point. So, yeah. I don't think it works that great, to be dead honest, you know? This is my opinion. That's just my opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everyone here on the live stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. 29 people watching, 30 likes, and the 2 dislikes. I love you guys too, whoever you are that wanted to put your input. Got in late, but happy to be here. KCMO here. Shout out to you, man. Kansas City, Missouri, baby. Love it, man. Love it. Love it. Love it. Will you guys be back next year? I think you might do a 3-peat. There's a chance. There's a chance. Shout out to everyone on the live, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to kick on out and begin the rest of my day. But I'm going to miss you guys, and this is the saddest time for me every day when I end the live stream. One last ask is XRP BTC. Wow, Whitecoin today is doing great. Whitecoin. Didn't have even heard of it. Always something on the radar, man. XRP USDT. Let's take a look. Coming in at 48 cents. XRP. So, here's XRP in a nutshell. It's forming a new trend, which is nice. That's an uptrend right there. Okay? And it is respecting that trend line very nicely. So far, so good. A little bit of hidden bullish divergence, slightly, even though it was mangled by this crazy wick. On a macro level, when you hear how older people in news talk about crypto trading universe, I think they don't get that younger trading education is taking place. Have a good one, pal. Thank you, the Chris 123, man. Thank you so much, bro. Shout out to you, brother. So it's doing well. I like where it's at, and it's got this falling wedge. I do believe it's about to break to the upside. A lot of good news for it too in the news now, right? Garlinghouse coming out. Let's take a look at that. Garlinghouse. Brad Garlinghouse. Ripple won't be profitable without selling XRP. Interesting. I thought I saw some news that he was saying that he was going to send a desist letter. Like, I saw an article about it. Now I don't see it. But anyway, I'm going to run out. We're running out of steam anyway. And I'll be back tomorrow for some more action on the live stream. Be back at 9:30 a.m. I did a lot of beginner helping today. I don't know if that kind of turned people off. Or was my daughter at the beginning of the stream? Not sure what happened. But maybe I won't put my daughter at the beginning of the stream ever again. I thought it would be kind of funny for people. But maybe people tuned in and didn't know what the heck was going on. And it kind of lowered my viewership. So I don't know. Today was the lowest viewership we've had in a long, long time. I can only imagine that's what was going on. But shout out to everyone in the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me and being here. We'll be back tomorrow with more. And we will keep continuing to show you what's happening with Bitcoin. We have a 70K Bitcoin target. Okay. And we're not always perma bulls. Remember, I give you the option and I show you what the possibilities of the bearish and the bullishness is. Just when the chart indicates we're going to the upside, I cannot lie to you and try to tell you that we are not. And we've been doing really good at just using the indicators in the system that we created to find out where we're going. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Please share this with somebody else. Please really help me grow my channel with all your might. It means the world to me. It's still like not, it's just in the beginning stages. It's the beginning stages. We need more momentum. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. And we say every day at the end of the stream, crypto is life. If you're new to the channel, we're going to say a countdown of 1, 2, 3. And together, we will say crypto is life. As if we're all here in a room, as if we're all holding hands, if we are all together in the space. So 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. There's nothing else. Have a great day, guys. Be safe. I love you.